Alright. Welcome one, welcome all. This is your boy Panda with our thoughts on Renegades. I do have to say, I do have to say, it hit all my expectations in the story. All the little Star Wars Easter eggs, Destiny incorporating it so good into the story that it didn't even feel forced or anything for me. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, so whether it was forced or not, I was happy. Right? I was happy. So, I do have to say, the Legend campaign was easy. It was by far the easiest Legend campaign I have ever done. Like, to put it this way, every other campaign, we had a fire team of 3, and we wiped a good handful of times. This campaign, we wiped only once or twice due to accidental deaths. One of which was an accidental death in the beginning. And then the second time, my buddy died and he got respawned in the hangar. So we had to reset the mission once we got to the boss. How they introduced their version of a Kylo Ren character being Dredgen Bale, that was phenomenal. And to find out he wasn't even a guardian? He's just like, he's a normal person. Just running around, killing guardians like a freaking, like a dredgen. Oops, I didn't mean to get out of there. Trying to, trying to vibe here with that little drink they gave me, right? Okay, let's get back to it. And Anor, I honestly thought she was gonna be a lot more uptight like Zavala was, and not so much go with us in the story and actually follow through. But I thought she was gonna be more like, we're not doing that, we're not doing this, this is what we're doing, and it's only this way. But she was a very good built character, I do have to admit. I think she has to be one of my favorite characters in a DLC story. My favorite moment of the campaign, I also have to say, I don't know how many of you are going to agree or disagree, but I have to say, my favorite moment of the campaign was the trench run. Oh man. That was nostalgia like never before. Not only did it remind me of the movie, got me thinking of the original Lego Star Wars saga games that I used to play on the Wii. Like, phenomenal, I have to say. And then the final boss. Oh man. I was thinking we were gonna fight Dredgen Bale. Then Drifter blew his hand off. And we ended up fighting the big boss man, Loom, himself. Of which, if I do recall, we beat him but didn't kill him, he retreated. So, I don't know if he's going to be incorporated into the dungeon somehow. Like be a dungeon encounter or even the dungeon boss. I don't think they'd do that, being they made the Witness the raid boss at the end of Final Shape. I don't think they want to do that exact same thing, but I don't think that's the last time we're gonna see him. As for Drifter's Ghost, let me tell ya, that Boston accent with her attitude and a ghost that's not so, how do I put it, casual. It was a good change. Let me tell you, if you could choose your ghost's accent, theme slash attitude, stuff like that, honestly, that would be pretty cool. It's nice to see another ghost not only have a different voice, because I mean, I guess every ghost has a different voice, but straight up have a different outlook slash attitude than every other ghost we've seen. That, on its own, is phenomenal. I do have to say. And now the little bit I've done for syndicates, I do like that we brought factions back. I know they're not factions, but I never played back in the actual faction wars. So being able to first time experience this, that's pretty cool. I do have to admit, that is pretty cool. Especially for you OG fans that really loved the faction wars, I think you'll like this. Now, I know we're already talking about the end of the campaign, but the beginning, that opening cinematic after the first two cutscenes, the one that's like episode 4 of Star Wars beginning, I think that has to be my favorite cutscene of the DLC. By far. Like, phenomenal. As for, does Renegades save Destiny? I've seen a lot of mixed reviews of people saying it did not, it made it worse, or it did, and it brought me back. I do have to say, my opinion on that is, it did bring it back. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of the same thing as everything else, you know, you got your new stuff to do for the first 3 months till the next DLC, or not the next DLC, the next season. But I mean, even after you finish everything, and you don't want to do the portal, I feel like this is something that you can be like, hey, I don't want to do the portal, but I want to play Destiny. So I'm going to come back in here, and I'm just going to play the Lawless Frontier. Or I'm going to go do the exotic lightsaber mission. Because, you know, they're actually bangers. You can't lie. It is really, really fun. Now, as for the changes we got for our subclasses and stuff, I do think it definitely plays into the difficulty of this campaign. I know the campaign itself was easy, but like the higher difficulty missions and stuff, it is very fun on Warlock so far. And I've only tried Warlock. Now, as for the dungeon, since that's also a part of the DLC, I have high hopes for it. I know we technically destroyed their Death Star, but I low-key hope that we're either going to do the dungeon and it's gonna be like a Death Star 2, as bad as it sounds, or I hope it's gonna be like a super Star Destroyer. Like their normal Star Destroyer of a Cabal ship, but super-sized, you know? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Covering the Praxis Blade mission. I'm not a fan of parkour. Anybody who's watched me or gamed with me knows I can't stand parkour. But trying to figure out that one, not to mention the balanced mechanics of that mission, it's definitely one of the top tier exotic missions, in my opinion. It was phenomenal. I do think they went back to their whisper roots in a way. That's how good I thought that was. Well, I think that's about all I can say for my review of Renegades. So, let me know your guys' thoughts. Any pros, cons, favorite moment, least favorite moment, anything in the comments. Because, ain't nothing better than a good conversation, you know? And I appreciate each and every one of you guys who tuned in to yesterday's live stream of Renegades, as well as each and every one of you that just that does anything to support us. You are all phenomenal. And I will catch you guys in the cantina. Have a good one, guys.